Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Kitty G, and I'm back again with another video. I need to change this video type thing from saying live stream to something else. But in the meanwhile, let's just talk about this game, guys. You already know what happened. Unfortunately, we lost in the preseason game, and luckily, this is not in the All or Nothing documentary. But yeah, so we've lost this game, but it doesn't mean anything, guys. You want to know why? For me personally, where'd Kesh go? For me personally, I feel like preseason is preseason. It's meant to be something where people get training, they get their legs back from under them, and they work hard to get themselves ready to go again for the new season. It's not something where you should overreact. You should be overly upset when it comes to results, when it comes to performances. Only thing you should be looking at is to see things that you can notice about individual players' improvements and individual players' similarities to the season before. Like, I did not realize how bad Eddie Nketiah was going to look after 5 months of not playing proper football. Because even when he was in the team, he wasn't really playing much football. So hey, I'm not going to overreact. I'm going to look at this balance, and in my opinion, this is a preseason game. Arteta out should not be trending. Arsenal losing can be trending because of banter from rivals, but our own fans are the ones leading the race to banter ourselves. And it's just, are we going to continue to do this week in, week out, season in, season out? It makes no sense. But yeah, what were you going to say?
Yeah,
it's. I mean, why did you fish? Quran.
Hi, mate. Look, it's pre-season. It's about performances and not results here. We're looking at firstly players we're putting in the window. We need performances out of them. We need to elevate their prices. We need them to get the hell out of the club. Obviously, it's disappointing. I'm not sitting here and happy that we lost, but it's a pre-season. I don't really care. Like, sure, it is what it is. Second goal was clearly offside. Who cares? Like, no one cared. Like, which is literally, look at the people we had in goal. Like, we had Arthur Conquo, who's our third goalie, who's 19, and then Carl Hein, who's if I'm not mistaken, he's 17 or 18 years old. Like, it's not something that deep. It is what it is at the end of the day. We're trying new players out. We tried a 4-4-2. Didn't work as well. It is what it is.
So you keep it moving. You move on.
Keep it moving.
How do you feel about the game?
Well, I mean, again, Curran seems to be speaking for the whole fan base, but you're not speaking for me. I care. We should be winning every single game. I don't care whether it's pre-season. I don't care who it's against. If it's Chelsea's under fours, I don't care. If we're not winning, it's embarrassing, especially when it's a team like Hibs. I'm not hearing this, but they've played this amount of games, but their season starts here and there. We're Arsenal Football Club. The fact that about 8 starting players couldn't win against Hibernian is shocking, because it's not like they didn't make subs either. It's not like they didn't play youth players and B team players either. So it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that our captain is subbed off in the 45th minute because of how poor he is as a captain, as a player, as a leader, as a role model. He's an embarrassment.
Can I stop you there? Can I stop you there for a second? This is preseason. You expect the players to come off after 45 minutes.
No, that's fine, Igal.
Yeah, literally.
No, that's fine. That's fine. But Curran just said that we're meant to be looking at performances, not the results. The performance of Aubameyang was shocking.
He didn't play well. He didn't play well.
Exactly.
He didn't play well.
We can sit here all you want and say that you don't care. That's your opinion. That's your opinion that it doesn't matter. That's your opinion that you think that at the end of the day, results matter. That's fine. That's your opinion.
What you're saying. I would actually hear what you're saying if it was the last game in pre-season, like going towards the season where you are meant to be match ready. But this is actually the first game of pre-season, 7 days after they've come back into the club, and they haven't.
Doesn't bother me.
Pre-season, the way pre-season works is you don't do tactical training until 2 weeks after you start pre-season. But for right now, it's fitness only. Getting to match fitness only right now. Right now, they're doing match fitness. If you're a professional footballer, right now, you are doing match fitness. If you look at all these professional footballers' Instas, I know a couple, so I'm in their stories, I'm in their private stories. They are going to training they probably have the ball on their feet, but they're not doing any ball work. They are strictly doing fitness right now.
Yeah, but they're
Maybe
professional
here and
footballers.
there,
They don't
but they
need to be
don't do
doing.
any.
Come
They
on,
don't do
man.
much ball work for the first 2 weeks, and that is how most football, like that's how most football players are in the first week of pre-season. You will never see a football player at full fitness in the first game of pre-season. Yeah, we played horrible. I can say that for a fact, and I can
Yep.
say if we go into the season playing like this, we will 110% go nowhere far. But
I feel like
but
that's
for you to be saying this and saying it as if our season depends on how our preseason
No,
No,
that's
goes.
not
you
what
know,
I'm saying,
don't
though,
put
is
words
it?
in his mouth. Don't
I've
put
seen,
words in his
I've
mouth.
seen.
Don't put words in his mouth.
George,
Wait,
I'm
no,
bored of debating with you because all you
Arsene
do is
Wenger.
put words in my mouth.
Wenger
You're
have
just
worse
boring, bro.
pre-seasons. I've seen Arsene Wenger have worse pre-seasons, and we go on to finish fourth. It doesn't matter. It doesn't
George,
matter.
that's
Pre-season
great.
doesn't
That's
have. It
great. But
doesn't
as I
matter.
said, stop putting words in my mouth. This is about the fourth time now where we've debated and you put words in my mouth. I never said anything to do with it being an important game of our season. What I'm saying is, I wanted to win, and we didn't win.
I never
That's
said.
embarrassing.
I never said
It's
you did
embarrassing.
say that. I said the way you are making it out as if it's the most important. Like pre-season is the
Every
most
game's
important.
Every game's important to me. Every
You've
game should be a
Bro,
must-win.
it's important,
in
bro.
pre-season.
We love Arsenal, bro. We love Arsenal, and if we love Arsenal, we want Arsenal to win every game, bro. Every game. If we see players like Kolasinac, Ainsley Maitland-Niles, for me, the only thing I was checking is their hunger. Yes, no problem. They can have bad game, but they were lazy, like not. Even I don't know. Also, Eddie Nketiah, for me, we have to
He's
get
not
rid
good
of.
enough. Yeah, Nketiah's not good enough to play at
Hector
Arsenal.
Bellerin also. Hector Bellerin, he has to go, man. If we
That's
want
the
to go
reason why they were
forward,
playing there. That's literally the reason why they were playing. You
yeah,
realize that,
yeah.
right? The only
The
reason they were
reason
playing was to
why
put them
these
in
guys
the
were
window.
playing was so we could see. Yo, where did he go? Did he leave?
I don't
That's
know.
the thing, Curran. I'm
I'm
not bothered about who played or why they played because I understand why every single player played. I don't even blame Arteta that much today for me. But I'm not bothered about Arteta. I'm annoyed at the senior players. You look at when I know we're probably going to get into this, but when the likes of Henry Francis, who I've never even heard of, when Omari Hutchinson, who I absolutely love, when these young players who play for the under-18s, those kits didn't even fit them. They were too big. Right?
Yeah, I know.
When
Yeah,
these kids
100%.
are coming on the pitch
Ghana
and
Express.
outperforming El Neni, when they're outperforming Maitland-Niles, when they're outperforming a 31-year-old captain who apparently 2 years ago, carried this team to glory, which was an FA Cup victory, which I don't see as a glory. But it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing in a sense that we are being dominated by Hibernian and that children are having to prove to the older players what it means to win for Arsenal. It's embarrassing.
No, but the thing is,
mentality is weak.
Yeah, one second, guys. 1 second. So everyone is gone except for HJ90, Josh, and Kesh. So I'll just go to HJ90 first, and then I'll go to Kesh and Josh. HJ, what are you saying?
Nothing much, man. Look, I went into this game thinking, look, it's a game, it's a chance for youngsters to impress. I think one or two youngsters, I think Gunnar Express already mentioned, Omari Hutchinson and that Francis guy look good. Another one, Rekic looked good. Clark looked good. I think those players look good. Okonkwo looked a bit shaky to me. But other than that, I said this to Kesh before the game. Willian and Kolasinac, in our impression, was supposed to be leaving this club. Why are they starting? I'm not sure. Look, fitness, you can say that, but they have to be leaving, and a lot of these players have to go. And it's not at all down to Arteta. Arteta's put those players out onto the pitch to perform. And they should be beating Hibernian, whatever tactics he puts out. And that's inexcusable from the players and on an extent from the manager as well. But again, we've got time to rectify this. We have a transfer window left to go, and it's not the biggest problem in the world that we've lost to Hibernian, but it shows worrying signs still there that we have to fix quickly.
Kesh?
Listen, I don't really see the outrage. Yes, a lot of these players didn't perform to the levels that we were looking for, but then again, what I feel is that the fitness of Hibernian overwhelmed them. Like Hibernian that was their fourth preseason game. Like the Scottish League starts, I think, a week before the Premier League. It's not all doom and gloom. You know what I mean?
sorry, it's just quickly, Cash.
Let Cash
I don't
finish,
really.
bro,
Yeah.
and then you can go.
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, sorry.
Cash, you're gonna finish.
So yeah, listen. I think you probably see a much better showing from the players in the next game. We'd even start in the system that we know we're going to be playing next season. Like we're playing the 4-4-2. It was clearly just about getting some legs into the players and letting them get a run out, try and get a bit of steam and thing, and go from there. Like some of the youngsters impressed me, Rekic, the likes of Clark. So there was good positive signs there. You know what I mean? It wasn't all doom and gloom. Yes, people will say, "Oh, you lost at Hibernian." Listen, it's preseason. Preseason is about your performance. Not so much about the victory. It's about individuals going out there and showing levels, and we'll see that in the next game.
Okay. Just before you go, Karan, I'm gonna let Josh. Josh, you still there?
Yeah, man.
Go ahead, bro.
Right, quickly, this game means nothing to me. Yeah, cool, we lost. And honestly, there's plenty more games to rectify this and turn this around. So I don't know why everyone's getting like annoyed and pissed off. Like it's the first game. Everyone's come back after Euros. Well, some players will come back after Euros. So yeah.
Which one of
And
those
honestly,
players were in the Euros, by the way, in that starting 11?
No, but
none
why
of
would
them,
any of
yeah.
those players be in the Euros? His point is, his whole point
His
is
point
that
was that the fact that
Saka,
his point was the fact that they were in the Euros, is the fact, but none of them were in the Euros.
Bro,
No. I think
I don't understand the fuck. Like the same Arsenal fans complain about Tottenham players celebrating the fucking Audi Cup, and you're a lot of here talking about we should be beating the Hibernian. It's a fucking preseason game. I've seen Arsenal lose how many preseason games over how many years. What
I'm not saying it's that deep, but I think we still have to look at the signs that are there.
Yeah, but the signs that it's not a complete first team.
Bro, Kesh, we are talking about the performance, bro.
Look at some of the players that were out there,
I
though.
can't lie to you. The way we're overreacting, like these players haven't been at the club for 7 days. They've literally come back 7 days ago.
Performance
You're
has been
talking
let
like
down
they've been doing
a lot of a lot of what's it called rust. Like you can see, there's so much cobwebs in these players. Like, have people never had a preseason game before?
The only
That's the problem. Most Arsenal fans are talking from a place of them never being a professional, or not even a professional, them never being an athlete, full stop. Like most of these Arsenal fans are not athletes, so they don't know how it feels like to shake off cobwebs and come back into preseason. It's not that easy. Having 3 weeks where all you're doing is drinking with your friends, you're out on holiday, you're not even worrying about football. You don't even care about football. Them first few sprints when you're back are probably the worst in your life. It's like I don't understand that.
It's nothing.
Yo, can I ask you a question though? How do you even rate preseason? Like, how do you even rate players? Because I was gonna say we might as well.
I'm even gonna say this to this super chat. So sorry for interrupting you, Gal. Hibernian players have been at preseason for way longer, and their season literally starts in like 3 weeks, in like 2 weeks. No, even in the
Hibernian though.
Hibernian start
with the name.
Like they're fitter. Like it's like you telling me a bunch of a semi-pro team can't be a pro team after having 3 weeks of preseason, and the pro team haven't had a single trainer with the ball yet. That semi-pro team,
I still think the pro team should be winning.
That probably be that pro team.
That's madness.
I think the quality. No. But I think the quality that Arsenal had on the pitch should still be beating that.
Are we also going to forget that?
Yeah, they
it's
should.
not like it's not like these players break up from football and don't touch a football for the next.
Yes, they do.
No,
yes, they do.
George,
they do touch a football.
George, if you're gonna lie, don't lie, bro.
Wait,
Aubameyang,
so you're telling me on their holidays they're kicking ball? You're telling me on their holidays?
Aubameyang was training
George,
in
if you let me speak,
George,
in Greece. He was training in Greece.
Yo, guys, everyone stop. One at a time.
In France. So yes, you're wrong, George. You're wrong. Well done. You're wrong. Because at the end of the day, we have seen players play football outside of this season. Not even just Arsenal players. You've got the likes of Hudson-Odoi playing games in Ghana. Yes, it might just be little games here and there, but they're still playing football. They're still
not the
practicing.
same,
They're
bro.
still training.
That's
It's no
not-
excuse.
Do the
These
press,
guys
do the
are
press.
getting
Have you
paid
ever played at any decent level?
£300,000 a week, and if
Have
you're
you-
telling me
Have you
that you're going to
ever
make an
played
if
football
you're
at a
played at
telling
semi-pro
me
level?
if you're telling
Have
me
you
that
ever
you're going to
played
make an
football at a semi-pro level?
excuse, if you're telling me that you're going to make an excuse for a 31-year-old striker who's a captain of Arsenal Football Club, who's on £350,000 a week, if you're going to sit here and tell me that you're going to make an excuse for him because he hasn't, because he's been back in training for 7 days,
Have you ever played
embarrassing.
football above?
George, I don't give a shit.
semi-pro level? Have you played football
Why
at
does that
semi-pro level?
matter? You're talking
Apply
about
logic.
that
Wait,
matter.
wait,
Is
wait.
It
that
does
the
matter.
only thing you
George,
can
the
say?
quality there should
No,
still be
You're
decent.
missing the
man.
point,
one
George.
second. Explain why does that matter?
It matters because you being in fit, you having fitness, you're not 100% fit when you come back into preseason, even after 2-3
I don't
weeks.
care.
You're not even 100% fit.
It's Hibbs, bro.
So
Doesn't
Hibernian, you know, we're
Hibs have
making
been-
excuses for Hibernian. We're
Hibernian.
making
Hibs have had-
excuses for
Can't wait
Hibernian.
for
Oh
Brentford.
my
Preseason
god.
for 3 weeks.
Can't wait for Brentford, bro.
Hibs have been
There's
in
no,
preseason
no,
for
no,
3
guys,
weeks.
guys, just calm down for a second. Let me just say this quickly. It is his opinion, and it was not a good enough performance. That is clear? Can we all agree on that?
Exactly,
at least?
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
That is clear.
Yeah,
But
100%.
But don't make excuses for it, though.
No. I didn't say I'm making an excuse. I just said
No,
it's
not
not good
you,
enough.
like the other guy.
No, but what I'm saying is it wasn't good enough. Clear, end of story, right? What we have to realize is there's context as well. One, is our first preseason game. It's not but it's an actual. That's a fact, right? Second of all, we have players coming back, and we're going to improve as time goes on. There were good performances out there from the likes of Omari Hutchinson. Did well when he came on. Like Laka was good when he came on. There was positives there. In terms of the actual result, the second goal was offside. I don't care what people say. That goal was offside. No one really cares. It's preseason. I'm not saying it's an excuse. There's no excuse for losing that game. But what I'm saying is, in the grand context of things, it means nothing. It doesn't mean anything. It's just a kick around. It's for fitness. Do you get what I'm saying?
There's
It's a
no
loss, though.
excuse for individual
Still
performance,
Hibernian though.
but the loss doesn't mean nothing.
No, but that doesn't mean anything.
That means nothing whatsoever. What
You
you should be focusing on is the individual performances.
Exactly.
That's right.
Yeah, we are.
That's the
why
point.
we
That's
said
the
it's
point.
embarrassing, Kesh, because we
Losing.
lost
And
to
our captain
Hibernian.
was missing again.
We lost to Hibernian. What does that
No,
tell
but
you?
the
That the
result
individual
doesn't
performances
matter.
weren't
It's
good
not
enough.
about the result, it's about the individual performances.
No, but George, it
Because
does.
I can say
we
Partey
lost the
played very
game.
well. Pepe showed that he was direct.
If you just think about things
Emil
for 1
Smith Rowe
second,
showed
right?
that he was.
When you look at
well.
it, yeah, we lost the game. So that tells me, just by losing the game, that we probably didn't play well, and that's actually what happened.
No, we didn't play well.
At the end of the day,
play well,
right?
but it comes with
What makes a
context.
lot of us so annoyed is the fact that some of us paid. I know what you're going to say. Oh, but you shouldn't have paid. Blah blah blah.
Well,
That's
okay,
your
Some of
own
us-
fault.
Well,
Like,
no,
that's your
no,
own
that's
fault.
fine.
If you
That's
pay, that's your own
fine.
fault.
Yeah,
You
yes.
got one question,
Oh
okay?
my god.
That is my own
George,
One
fault.
second,
George,
let Mafteen
George.
go. Mafteen,
Yeah,
what were you
one
gonna say?
question.
You
One
struggle
simple
to
question.
listen, bro.
Can anyone tell me how was the performance of William?
Oh,
Oh,
brilliant.
cool.
Willian was
Crap.
terrible.
Brilliant player.
Crap.
Absolutely class player.
Another thing, right, is very clear. The people on the pitch are people that have consistently been linked away with moves. Have we seen Ainsley ever play central midfield for Arteta? There was a reason why he played there, because that's where he wants. That's where he wants to play, and that's what he wants. He wants
William was
to.
shit, bro. William
That's
was
why
shit.
he wants
Willian was shit.
He's not going to play again this season.
He wants to be on the
No,
top
he's not going to
market.
play there this season.
But that's what I don't get.
Why is he playing then?
What one player I don't
Oh,
get is
come on,
Willian.
man.
We know Willian's shit. He had 30 games of pure rubbish, and he's still
Yeah.
persisting.
Exactly. Why is William still here?
He's there for restaurant. That's the
still
goal,
gonna
man.
We had a month to get rid of him.
Christ out.
Wait.
Hold on.
Do you really think that Willian?
Taylor Hart there, or he couldn't have played, something like that.
Look
There, no, he's got
any
to play
club,
Willian.
at any club in the world, over in Europe, South America, anywhere, it does not matter if a player is deemed surplus to requirement. They are still going to get run out. They're not going to push them to the side and say, you're not playing, you're not getting no game. It's pre-season. Fair enough, if we go into the season and then Arteta picks him, then
That's
by all
different.
fucking means, then you fucking go
You
rage.
probably will still do that.
Then you
No,
got
man.
you got all the rights to be rage. All the rights. I'll be rage. I don't want Willian playing.
But Kesh, my problem is we were under the impression Fabrizio and everyone's saying that he is going to leave. He's going to leave. We've had a month and a half to get rid of him, and he's still at the
No,
football club.
Fabrizio
And he's
never said
starting.
he's gonna leave.
And
And
now-
all the
we
fans
now-
himself
How
are
many,
on
we
it.
now
how many
have to-
transfers have happened?
We now have to pay.
hold on.
We
How many
now
transfers have
we now
happened?
have to pay £20 million just to sell it, just to do a buyout of his contract. You know,
Exactly.
Brilliant.
We've
Like,
had a month
massive
and a half to
transfer.
get rid of him, and he's not gone.
£20 million.
How many signings have
guys.
left have happened in the Premier League this
Hold on.
in this
Go.
out in this window?
Guys,
How
guys,
many
guys,
how many
lot.
teams have moved players?
Quite a
Okay,
few.
tell me. To who?
guys,
Well,
guys,
you've
had
stop,
the
big
stop,
ones
stop,
with the-
stop for a second. Stop for
Okay.
a second.
We apply context when we talk about the Willian thing, because Willian was never going to have 10, 15 clubs after him this window. He was barely going to
That's
have
true.
more than 2. The team that wanted him is Inter Miami, yeah? And a lot of fans are saying, no, Willian's priced himself out of a move. That's bullshit. That's not what happened. They've got a salary cap, which has now stopped them from making a move for Willian because of signing Blaise Matuidi last season. Yeah? I think they've even been fined for it. That is the reason why Willian's move has not gone through. Now it's for someone else to come in for him who feels that he could add value to their squad, which may not come.
I
At the
need
end
to
of
ask
the day,
you guys
I know a
a
lot of
question.
fans are saying, why do we not buy out Willian as well? But
That's stupid.
Arsenal's just bought out Ozil. They're in the
Yeah, that's true. I agree with
that.
that. I agree with that.
Mustafi, you think they can just go on keep doing that and doing that and doing that? Socrates
That's
as
true.
well.
That's true. That's true.
It's
Yo,
quite
can I-
simple,
can I-
Kev.
can
Don't
I
we
just-
have
can I
to
just say
don't
one
push
thing?
our
Can I
player
just
on
say one
250k
thing?
a week.
Can I
Quite
just say
easy.
one thing? It's preseason. Today was shocking in the sense that our players are not up to scratch, but I'm not surprised because they haven't played football for 2 months. They're going up against a team who is lesser than them. They should be beating them every single day of the week. It is embarrassing in the sense that we're going to have rivals bantering us and stuff like that. But at the end of the day,
Rivals
if it
don't even
means-
banter people in
No,
preseason.
but if it means,
Yes,
bro,
they
these
do.
rivals are tame that
What?
they'll banter you for no reason.
George,
Anyway,
I'm so
George,
if
we
it
bantered
means-
Spurs when they
No,
won
no,
the
no.
Audi
One
Cup.
second,
What
one
do you
second.
mean?
I heard somebody say
Let
to
him
me
speak.
today, I think it was you, Gunnar Express, that says you don't want this kind of performance happening. One, because it's not good for the team, and two, because rivals are going to banter you. So
Egal,
don't
my
talk
brother,
about
one
it,
question, okay?
right?
Yeah,
Egal,
Let me-
Egal. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying rivals do banter us. We bantered.
Yeah,
we bantered
okay,
Spurs
so
when we won
yeah,
the Audi Cup.
so my point
what
exactly.
George said makes no sense because George said no
It's
one.
not
banters
even
us
We
about
in
ban-
bantered
it's
them
not even
because
about
they were
rivals right now.
celebrating preseason. Same
Yes,
thing as
Bro,
yeah,
they're
we
reacting
bantered
to
them.
Rivals will
preseason.
celebrate that. Do you remember Chelsea when they lost
you're
last
reacting-
year to Brighton? Chelsea
The
lost to Brighton last year. Everyone's making fun of them.
Egal,
Same
one
thing.
question, okay? I want to ask you all
Bro,
guys.
my point is-
Hibernian.
People are going to banter you. People are going to love any stream about Arsenal preseason losses. People, when you win a preseason game, no one gives a shit. Facts.
Nope.
When you lose, it's the only time people care because when you lose is when you see faults, you see individual errors, and you see a reason to improve the following game. When you win a preseason game, it's expected. Even if you win a preseason game against Barcelona, no one cares.
I would rather Arsenal.
care, but I mean,
No, no, no.
I always care.
Egal,
For,
Egal,
you know what it
yes.
is?
What I want to say is that I want to ask you a question, all of you, okay? With the team that started on the first half, are they good enough for Arsenal?
No,
That's my
none of them.
No.
No, that's the whole reason why they were on
But
the
no
pitch.
one-
Okay, thank you. For me, that's what I want, bro. I want all of them to go out, like
Same.
Niles, Hector
Yeah,
Bellerin.
get Aubameyang out, man.
Then
No,
would we have played?
Aubameyang for me.
How would we have played a friendly game today then?
We need Aubameyang. We need
Look,
Aubameyang.
look, it's
Aubameyang-
very simple. It's very simple. Okay, I've seen so many preseason people popped up and did nothing. Look at Yaya Sanogo hitting 4 against Benfica. Look at Jeff Rennie Adelaide. Look at tons and tons of people that showed up in the preseason and then disappeared. Like that Park guy that we had a couple of years ago. He was great in preseason. It's just exactly this. It's just like just watch. If you didn't enjoy the game, I understand it. I didn't like losing either. I don't like losing. It's that simple. But there's a difference between. But there's a difference between losing and going crazy and losing and just being like, well, it's just preseason. It's not an excuse. I just don't care about preseason.
Yo, I just want to stop you right there. I'm gonna go to Jonathan, and then we're gonna actually talk about parts of the game because we're not really talking about the game. We're just kind of talking about our feelings. Jonathan, tell me how you feel about the game, and then we're gonna move on to actually talking about the game.
Um, well, it's hard to say because it depends on how you look at it. From the, let's say, the formation, or let's say the players that started the first half. In my intention, it was players that maybe Arteta looking at who he'd want to leave for the, for the transfer window. And for me, none of those players really made no good impression of themselves. Maybe Reece Nelson look a little bit good. Um, my only concern, it's not really much of a concern, but my only concern would be just when you see the formation, I'm a bit confused who is playing where. So that would be my only concern because we all know it's a trend of Mikel Arteta putting out players and formation, and no one understand what formation we're going to play today. I mean, we don't see no. It was what?
4-4-2. Sorry, it was a 4-4-2.
It was a 4-4-2.
There's a reason
Yeah.
why you done. There's a reason why you done that.
Yeah, man, I understand because maybe have shortage of players. You don't have, all of your players in the squad. But there's not much to say about this. It's a preseason. I mean, we have seen. I think last year in preseason, I think we won almost every match in it, and we already see how the season end up. So it doesn't really matter much to me.
All right, so
You're right.
I'm gonna go to the next part now. The first goal, I just want to ask you guys a question. For me, it was two people were in fault: the goalkeeper and the back pass. And this is now the second time we've seen Cedric make a similar back pass. Is it easy to say Cedric could have easily passed the ball to the person in front of him, or would that actually be harder to do?
Let me tell you about Cedric. Listen, when you play football, you always get told by your coach, pass appreciation. Think about your man. Think about your teammate. You cannot be passing the ball like that to your goalkeeper. You can't. What are you thinking? And yes, I know it's preseason. This is where you need to get these things out your system from preseason, because when you go into the actual season, you can't be making these mistakes. But this is something that we've seen Cedric do on numerous occasions. And Kunku, yes, you can say he could have done better with it, but remember, he is a fucking tall ass keeper. And with a player charging at him, it's like he panicked to how high he's gonna bring his leg up and everything. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, on the first team playing in preseason, probably still got a bit of jitters and everything. So it happens. I'm sure he'll get that out of his system. He probably won't even make a mistake like that again. You know what I mean? Next time he's just gonna smash it. That's all down to Cedric for me.
I agree. I feel like if I could just play, I'm not going to play the video, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the stills. Oh, we got Sahal here. Sahal, what are you saying?
Bro, honestly, this game honestly was completely and utterly shambolic game.
I thought you were a Marseille fan.
Guys.
Bro, that's fake. It's fake, man.
All right, yo. Can you guys see my cursor circling where Cedric is?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so Cedric's right there, right? He receives the ball in that position. He could play the ball here to is that Clark or Pablo Mari? That's Pablo Mari, right? So he could play the ball to Pablo Mari in that position. Pablo Mari has nobody chasing him down. The defender is chasing down Cedric. If he passes the ball to Pablo Mari, there's no stress. But what does he do? He plays the ball backwards. And by the time he's played the ball backwards, look at how much space the defender has covered, because the defender is closer to him. If he would have just played it here, the play would have been dead. And then Pablo Mari would have had it under control, kept it moving. But the fact that he played it backwards, the player then had the momentum to close down the defender, to close down what's his name again?
Alpha.
Alfred Okonkwo. So you see how quick everything escalates. So by the time he is thinking, I need to kick this ball because it was a back pass. But it was not a back pass because Cedric did not kick the ball to him. He headed the ball to him. Did he not?
No, he kicked it.
Oh, okay, my bad. He kicked it. So then he had to get it under control. So at that point, Makongu's already stressed. He didn't know what he was going to do. He tried to kick it. The ball bounced. He missed. He completely missed the kick of the ball, and then the defender has an open net to tap it in. This whole thing, you can blame the goalkeeper as much as you want, but Cedric was the one that started the play for them, and he was the one that put the goalkeeper under pressure. And as a 19-year-old goalkeeper, when you have a 29-year-old or 30-year-old right back in front of you, you expect him to be the leader. You expect him to be the guy who's gonna help you in these kind of situations.
This is
But
the thing.
he fucked him over.
And
this is the thing. Yeah.
And that's the thing.
Go on.
That's the thing. Like, that's the one thing I'm kind of worried about, and I'm looking at Arteta for. We last season, like this game just reminded me of last season so much. We defeated ourselves because the 2 goals, I know one of them was offside and wouldn't have counted in a Premier League game, but those 2 goals just came from a lack of concentration and just a lapse of, like, it just came from players that didn't have enough concentration into the game. And I know it's the first game of pre-season, so hopefully it should shake it off. But it was a running trend last season where players lost concentration for a quick second and it resulted into a goal.
But this is the thing though. This points down to quality because it's players of a low quality that continues to make these sort of mistakes. Because if you put a absolute baller there, like, so, I don't know, throw a name out there, Hakimi, just gone to PSG.
Baku.
I'm telling you, a player who's confident in themselves, don't panic there. They take that ball down. They take a touch there.
For me, it's just the quality of the ball. It's not even about playing it back. It's just the ball is bouncing consistently. Yeah, just play along the floor. Give your goalkeeper a chance.
But that's because the quality of Cedric, he's not of the quality when it comes to those situations that he always does it.
Yep, 100%. 100%.
Probably won't be
not that first time.
Last.
Won't be the last time either.
Okay. Look here, these guys ain't good enough. But end of the day, for me, I don't think it was a good idea. We should have got a backup goalkeeper sorted before the preseason. They knew that Leno was going to be on a holiday for the beginning of the season, and they didn't get a backup goalkeeper, where we all probably will agree that having a young goalkeeper is probably not the best idea because Leno could get injured, God forbid, and having a young goalkeeper starting Premier League games would be disastrous. So I don't understand why they're not signing a backup goalkeeper as soon as they knew Matt Ryan was leaving the club. We all knew Matt Ryan was most likely going to leave the club to look for first team opportunities. I don't understand why we're not signing a backup goalkeeper, as one of the main priorities at Arsenal.
I just want to get someone else's perspective on this. Gunnar Express, who's at fault for you? Is it Cedric or is it Gunnar, or is it the goalkeeper? I was gonna say your name again. Are you at fault for it?
Cedric.
Cedric. Okay.
No, because I'm the manager who picks shit players. But yeah, it's definitely Cedric's fault. I'm not gonna sit here. As I said, I'm not happy with the performance.
Bro, your connection is terrible. I don't know what's going on.
It's not their fault.
Yo, Gunnar Express, I don't know what's going on with your connection. Jump out, jump back in. It's very cracky, and it's cracking. I can't hear you. When you're speaking, every couple seconds, it's like jumping in and out.
Look,
give me 1 minute. I'll let go.
You guys are hearing it too, or is it just me?
Yeah. No, it's not just you. I can hear it too.
Okay.
It's quite clear with this goal. Look, the pass is bouncing, and the kid tries to clear it, and he gets done. It's a rookie mistake, but it is what it is.
So guys are moving like Alisson ain't done that before, bro. It happens, bro. It's a fucking preseason game. He's 19 years old. Like, he's not going to start the first Premier League game.
No, but you know what, Kesh? People want to be angry about something. Can I just say something? Let me just make this comment. Eagle, I get it's a friendly, but Wise, Kolasinac, Reece Nelson, Willian, Eddie Bellerin still at this football club. I don't know
Pick
what
me.
Arteta sees in them, right? I'll sell them all for free at this stage. Now, can I just take this? Don't worry, bro. I'll throw it to you in a second.
Go on.
Kolasinac has not been sold. Reece
Wait,
Nelson
real
has
quick,
not
can
been
you
sold.
can you hear me
Willian
better
has
now?
not been
Yeah.
sold.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Bellerin has not been
Yes,
sold.
Cool.
Eddie Nketiah has not been sold. How do you expect to sell somebody if they don't get game time? Do you want, especially in the preseason when they're not hurting us? Preseason is not actually real. People are saying I'm moving like a lawyer.
No, you've
No,
got
I'm just talking about
you've
the
got to
facts.
play the players, man. You've got to raise their values. You've got to get them out there to the clubs that want to buy them. Again, I'm not blaming the player selections today. I'm not really going to blame Arteta, but you've got to play.
Did you see the meltdown of when Willian was starting?
Willian's the only one I don't really get. I mean, I'm not going to melt down about it, but he's the only one where I'd say, okay, you didn't.
No, I can understand that.
But
That I can understand
every other
because-
player has to play. You've got to raise their values.
Okay,
Or
guys.
attempt
I think maybe
we've been
with
on this
with
for a
with
while. We've been on this for a while. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to quick ratings. Just ask you guys what you guys thought. Okay. So Leno did not play, obviously. So we're gonna have. Why is this thing doing Leno? What the fuck? I'm sorry. Let me find the right ratings. Okay.
this is a good comment. This is
Go
a very
ahead.
good comment.
What is it?
So it's saying that some of you man don't
Yeah,
understand
he's got a
football as
point.
a business. Arsenal's trying to raise their value to sell them profit.
Oh, yo,
Exactly
your
right.
connection's acting up too now.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out a lot.
You're
Exactly
cutting in
right.
and out.
So it is what it is at the end of the day.
Yo, bro, you're cutting in and out now. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I was just gonna do a player ratings, but let's just do this quickly. I don't have the images of the players, but first things first, goalkeeper. So what are we rating my guy?
Hey, Gal,
Five.
can I just quickly say my point on the goal real quick? For me, I think it's Cedric's fault. I don't look. Certain players today were shocking, but I don't care how bad, or even I say bad. None of them were really bad, but I don't care how bad any of the youth players play.
Who's
Because
making that noise? Like
they're youth players. I don't know.
Jonathan's moving mad.
But yeah, they're youth
they're youth
players.
players.
If you really want to sit there and blame a 19-year-old goalkeeper who's played 0 minutes, then go ahead. But
Facts.
you're just weird. Like you're
Weird.
just weird. He's 19.
No, but that's
Yeah,
what
he's
we're trying to-
he's so
It
good
wasn't-
as well, guys.
No, but that's
Like,
what I'm saying. It wasn't his fault. It was an awful pass from Cedric. He should have headed the ball anyway, so we could have picked it. That's what he wanted to do. Arthur was waiting to pick the ball up in his hands, realised he couldn't, and at the time, and he'd already moved
Ball
too
was in
far
the air when he-
forward to kick the ball. Exactly. So yeah, he probably could have kicked the ball, whatever. But I don't blame him. It's Cedric's fault. And as Igal, you said it earlier, it's not the first time he's done this. He's done it. He did it against Villa, I think it was, didn't he? The 1-0.
Yeah, it was
Matt Ryan
against
was in goal.
Villa, and even it wasn't Villa. Yeah, it was Villa, and it was in the Europa League game that we drew 1-1.
Yeah, I can't remember which one. I know which goal you're on about, but look, just end it like this. Stop looking at the bad moment and look at the good moment. That save where he punched the ball wide. Someone in the group chat said it. I'd much rather a goalkeeper, if you can't catch it, punch it as wide as you can, and that's exactly what he did. So, as Curran said, the guy's quality. I know that someone in the chat earlier was saying, "Oh, I gassed his keeper up and he's crap." I'm going to keep gassing him up because I know he's quality.
me too.
So,
Me too. I'll be with you, man.
Say what
I'm
you
just
want,
gonna
man.
go first. Kesh, what are you giving the goalkeeper?
Can I skip this? I don't give ratings in preseason.
No, I'm not doing. I can't do this, man. Not for Okonkwo, at least. Like I just can't. It's
Okay.
45 minutes as a goalkeeper. Like how am I meant to?
For the
No.
safe, yeah, for the safe, I will give maybe just 5. Yeah, 12.
Okay, so okay, how about this? Enough about we're not going to talk about the ratings today, but we're going to talk about why Joe Willock was not in the team. Okay?
yeah, just pick out certain
That's fine.
players as well.
Good question. Yeah, good question.
Why was Joe Willock not playing? What
We're
was
selling
going on
him.
with Joe
I
Willock?
don't know.
We're selling him.
I don't think we're selling him. I think he might be going out on loan, but I don't think he's staying, which is
Why
sad
would
because
we loan him out again?
because because he doesn't think he's going to get time, and it's sad because he could very clearly have a very defined role at the club. We talked about it a half time ago. He could have a very, very well defined role at the club, and he would be great.
Okay, I don't know what's going on, bro.
Yo.
The robots have taken
But
over.
I don't know
again.
if he's willing
Yo, Igal,
to take.
Yo, Karan, we can't hear a
take
thing you're saying. Just
I want to say one thing on Joe
go
Willock.
ahead,
Okay?
Mehdi. Go ahead, Mehdi.
I want to say one thing on Joe Willock. Okay, before for me, I was one of those.
It's not
I
the
was
whole Willock situation right now. It's just why.
Yo, we can't hear a thing you're saying, bro.
I want to say one thing. I was those people who say Joe Willock must go something like that before, but for me now, I see him. He added goals to his game, you know, and with the players now we have, I think he's better than more players. I think for me, if he stays for me, I would love to see him, man, because he added goals to his game, you know, and he's young also. So if he stays for me, no problem.
Willick's always had goals to his game. He's always had goals to his game.
Yeah, but also he was playing for Newcastle, you know, which is very important for us.
Yeah, but something that people don't realise, he was coming off the bench. He wasn't the starter for Newcastle.
And we played two different systems. I think this season, if we carry on with a 4-3-3, Willock should stay, and that's the reason why I would be happy with him to stay. I think the biggest reason why I didn't want him to stay is because we weren't playing 4-3-3 at the time, and he doesn't play well in just a small pivot. Like, yeah, he can't play in a double pivot. So with Willock, like it's a thing where we didn't cater towards his playing style until now, it seems. If he leaves on loan, do you know, I'd rather sell him than let him leave alone. In my opinion, I feel like a loan will be a waste of time because he will probably come back and we'll probably get someone better in his position. And I think we need to let go of some of these players that we have like an affection to because of Halen. Because in my opinion, we can do better than Willock. We can do better than Willock, and Willock will never be a starter at this club, especially if you want to go very far in this club. He will never be a starter, and you have to be real with these kind of situations.
In the central position, there's better players coming through L-End right now. I'll be honest with you. Like, you got Miguel Zizou's there, you got Charlie Patino's there. So
look at the two that played today. Look at Henry Francis. Look at Amari Hutchinson. Both of those guys I thought were incredible, man.
Lots of players coming through our youth academy right now. So I don't think it's such a big loss losing Willock. Obviously, to protect yourself, you put a buyback clause in it. It's simple. It's not that deep.
Okay. Is there anyone that we can look at and be like, you know what? If we're gonna look at the manager, is there any senior players that you look at and be like, you know what? They didn't lift their levels to keep the team.
Aubameyang. I don't care about the rest of them that played.
I think Aubameyang still, but
continue.
Still, but I feel like we didn't. If we played Smith Rowe behind him, it would have been much better.
Yeah.
Because personally, I feel like he wasn't helped by the fact that he had to play with Willian and Nketiah, who are equally as bad as. Those are the main players we want out of our team, anyways. We played him around a lot of bad players, and you can't expect. Cool, he has had a bad season. He's been horrible, but of course, it's going to be hard for him to play out of his skin, and to make it easier for him, we play good players around him. We played average players around him, and even worse than average around him. Like, he had Ainsley Maitland and Niles in his midfield, whilst Lacazette had Partey and Will what was it called, Smith Rowe in his midfield. Those are two different levels of quality, and I feel like cool. Yeah, you can say Aubameyang has a bad game, but he wasn't helped by the service that he was given and the players he was playing around.
I think the other thing you have to look at is the combinations of players. I think we're going to try out different combinations of players, see who's working well together. It's all about experimenting and trying to get the team to where you want it to be before that Brentford game. So I think there's going to be a lot of different combinations, people playing in different positions, people trying to get back up to full fitness. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, like, ask yourself this.
Like, in my honest opinion,
look at the system we played. Yeah, we played a 4-4-2, but it was more of a diamond. So we kind of lacked a bit of width. And if you look if you look at who was playing in those positions, and you got Willian basically as a centre mid, like you're not really going to get much. And then you got Aubameyang, who's meant to be playing with Nketiah. Nketiah haven't got any hold-up play. Aubameyang himself haven't got no hold-up play. So there's no combinations getting put together. So of course you're going to struggle with that. You could have the best players or whatever. Like if you're playing in a system just to get a few run out in their legs and that, it's not going to work. You're not going to get no combination from that. And then you got the likes of El Neni and fucking Milton Nans, who thinks he can play centre mid.
Yeah, that's another one I wanted to say about when you asked the question again about the senior players, Maitland-Niles. I want to play in the midfield. You can't even play a simple pass. Get out, man. Get out.
Yeah.
Not quality. Not
Yeah,
good
yeah,
enough.
but
Get out.
Guna Express, you can say that, but a lot of Arsenal fans are saying, "Oh, why don't we play Maitland-Niles in the midfield? He would be a better player than a lot of these players in the midfield."
I was one who said he should get a chance in midfield. He's been given that chance. No. Sell him, bro. Get rid of him.
Player at West Brom, and I think it was Man United that was playing, and there was an opportunity to pass the ball to the striker, that guy that they got up top, and he couldn't play. And that's when I said, bro, you got no chance playing at the very top central midfield. Maitland-Niles, you know who Maitland-Niles remind me of? Liverpool guy. He reminds me of Jay Spearing.
Oh my god. That's facts, you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, guys, let him play. He's literally gonna play centre mid for a bottom tier team. I wouldn't be surprised if you see him in the Championship playing centre mid. I'll be dead serious.
Bro, he'll join his brother at West Brom.
If you look what Sam Allardyce said at the end of the season, he said, listen, like he basically said you can't be expected to play for Arsenal in centre mid. You haven't got the qualities to play as a centre mid. If you look at the teams that came in for him, Southampton, Leicester City, they all offered him a chance to come on loan and play as a right back. It's only West Brom that gambled on them. Only West Brom. He needs to get it in his head that, bruv, Wenger played me at right back. Emery played me at right back. Arteta's playing me at right back. I'm not a centre mid. And I don't begrudge him if he wants to go play centre mid, because a lot of players are not really. It's not like back in the day where players, actually cherish the game. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of players are just in it because they want to play for the money or whatever. But he seems that he just wants to play centre mid for the fun of it. So if you want to go have fun, go have fun.
There is another one also, Reece Nelson. What do you think about that?
I thought he was good today.
Yeah, but
I thought he was one of the best players.
My airline's strong, bro. My airline's strong. Never go backwards, mate. Never, ever.
Yeah, he was having good game, but will you loan him or?
I'd loan him, yeah.
To a Premier League club, yeah?
Preferably, but I think La Liga could be a good league for him to learn from.
No,
they like a lot of good, like, you know, they'd love just going down the wings, giving the wingers a lot of the ball. And I think Nelson just needs the ball to show what he can do.
No, I think he needs to go Championship, mate. Trying to get tons of games.
He's not that player. Like, I don't think. I think the big hype around Nelson really did come from him being friends with Sandro.
You know what?
I feel like
Nelson,
the kind of player he is.
It's not that he's missing qualities. He's got quality. You can tell he's got ability, but for some reason he just struggles to shine in games. Like, I don't know what it is. I think I agree with Kuran. He needs a loan. Remember when he went off on that, he didn't play that much, you know.
Yeah, let me just catch when you're done.
Everyone's asked about what he did in Germany. He didn't do much in Germany. He didn't play that much in Germany. He needs to go and have a full season loan and enjoy his football. And that's the problem with a lot of these English youngsters here. They think because they're at Chelsea, the likes of Man United, Liverpool, they like to live for the status of playing for these big clubs. I've seen it with the likes of Josh McCracken, many others, Mark Randall. These guys just didn't want to go on loan. They want to stay at these big clubs to say, I play for them. No, go out on loan, enjoy your football, and learn your trade. That's how you grow as a player. When you look at the likes of Bakary Saka, not everyone's a Bakary Saka, you know. Not everyone's a Tammy Abraham. Not everyone's a Mount. These guys who are now, they're solidified as a Premier League ballers. When you got 100 caps, you can go to any Premier League club and they will take you. because you've proven yourself. Nelson's not proven himself.
But he has 100 caps.
100 caps where? Playing as sub caps. You're not starting games.
Okay. I got it. Shademan says, "Big up everyone. Good to see everyone back. While this simple preseason game doesn't mean we should lose to Hibs, what? The main target, hopefully it's up before Rangers game. Yeah, Rangers game is a big issue because Rangers are a good team, and if they've been having a full preseason, like you said, Kesh, that's going to be a difficult one because
It'll be a
they're going to be
difficult game.
facing not our B team, but like our C team.
It will be a difficult game.
Yeah. But yo, I just wanted to bring what do you call it? J. Cole. Yo, why is his name J. Cole anyways? Druid.
Yo,
Yo,
No
you
idea,
worried
man.
Yo,
about,
can you
you
hear
worried
me?
about the next game?
Wait, can you hear me?
If people are freaking out against Hibs, are you worried against the Rangers?
To be honest, I care more about the players' performances. I want to see Pepe have another good game. I want to see Lacazette have another good game. I just want to see consistency in performances from now because it will show
Patricio has
that
joined
the
Roma, by
players
the
will
way.
actually have something more to give.
What happened? Good next verse?
Patricio's joined Roma.
Roma from Wolves.
Okay.
Oh.
He was going to leave
But
Wolves
yeah.
regardless the moment Nuno left.
But yeah, like literally, like I want to see performances. I like everyone. You can say you want us to win every single game of preseason, but cool. Preseason ain't that isn't what that's not what you primarily want to see in preseason because you can win games but play rubbish in those games. I want to see good performances, whether we lose or not. I want to see our best players playing very well. Like I'm saying I've seen preseason games where we've been 2-0 up and we ended up drawing the game, like because we brought up our youngsters in the second half. Like me, I don't like performances right now don't matter. It's literally I'm looking at individuals. Like I'm trying to see if Pepe is coming in with the same amount of hunger that he did leave last season. And already I'm seeing that he has hunger. He wants the ball. Every single time we're going into the attack, he wants the ball. He's driving. He's trying to shoot with his left foot. He knows like there was one shot that was headed by the Hitler. That was going in. He's trying to test the waters, and that's what I like. I want to see hunger at this stage. You don't need to be a finished article. You just need to have hunger. Like, and the fact is, preseason shows players that have hunger because you cannot be fit and still have hunger. Like, you cannot be playing well, but if you have hunger in your game, you are definitely gonna shine. You're gonna shine. And that's the reason why I genuinely, I said I don't look at these games for results. And I think if you do, you're hurting yourself because I've seen title winning teams play rubbish in preseason. Manchester United of old with Alex Ferguson, they were known to having bad preseasons. You know what I'm saying? So preseasons don't really matter to me because I've seen the best teams have rubbish preseasons and go on to win the title.
No, Pepe did look different today. Like he looks like he's mixing up his game. It's not just all about let me get the ball and dribble at you. Play a little interchange, pass and move. That's how you can see his game has improved.
Little passes, yeah.
Pepe definitely did look better today, yeah. But the thing is, once again, if I would have seen Reece Nelson not performing, and then said, you know what, Pepe came in doing the exact same thing. Why can't we ever have balance? Why don't we ever have balance on our team?
Because
the
players we have, we've already identified that the players we have aren't good enough. Like most of them are not good enough, and you can see from our preseason squad, our squad, even though it's a massive squad, it lacks a lot of quality, and that's a major telling factor in Arsenal's. You know what I'm saying? In Arsenal's past year, we just have a lot of bodies, and none of them are really that good. Like. I can't lie to you. It's gonna happen. Things like this is gonna keep on happening.
It's kind of jarring.
And this is the reason why I don't look. It's annoying. It's annoying, but this is why I want, like, we're in the middle of the transfer window. We're at the start of the transfer window. You know what I'm saying? I want players to leave. I think departures. Yes, I want incomings. I do want the best players coming in, but I feel like departures are probably as important as signings this season. Like, because of course you're seeing Reece Nelson have on and off games. You're looking at Pepe and he's having a wonderful game, but I feel like that's just all down to hunger and what the team and what players want to do well in the season. Because there are actually some players that, like Lacazette. Lacazette had a better season. Lacazette's having a better preseason from the first 45 minutes. I see Lacazette have a better game than Aubameyang. So right now I'm already thinking, cool. I know Lacazette's hungry. He's hungry enough to start in that first game, and he might be the difference between us losing the game and winning. If Aubameyang's playing, he might be the reason why we lose. You know what I'm saying? And that's at this point. And I think that's the beauty of preseason. And I think we're losing sight of that because we're worrying about banter. Like, even that's childish. Like, what the hell? Why are you worried about what other teams are saying about your own team? Like, that's so childish. Really, just need to focus on your own. I feel like Reece Nelson. Just, you know what I'm saying? I want him going in there, but that's what he's going to say. I don't think he's good enough for Arsenal, but I don't think he'll realize that until too late.
Yeah. All right, yo, people, I'm going to wrap it up from here. We've been going for an hour. Big up to everybody. Jonathan, Mahdeen, Guna Express, Karan, Jude. Big up to everybody coming on. Kesh. We're gonna wrap it up from here. Have you guys a wonderful day, and we'll be back. What, Saturday or Sunday? Saturday, right?
I don't even know.
Yeah, Saturday.
I don't even know the
All right,
game.
we're out of here, people. Peace.